We often dismiss teen anger as normal angst. What if it's a sign of something much deeper? A Harvard study found a startling truth. Nearly two-thirds of teens have had an anger attack involving threats or destruction. Much of this isn't random. It's displaced, a hidden reaction to a completely different problem. The signs are confusing, sudden outbursts or blaming others over something that seems minor. We will uncover what displaced anger is, why it's so dangerous, and how you can help a teen who is struggling. So, what does displaced anger actually look like? It's when the target of the anger isn't the source of the anger. One form is external, lashing out at a sibling or friend. This creates more conflict and damages relationships. The other, more hidden form is internal. This is when a teen turns that destructive anger back on themselves. This happens from overwhelming stress, trauma, or lacking skills to express feelings. The anger has to go somewhere. Understanding what sets off these feelings is the first step. Triggers can be academic pressure or conflicts at home. Parents and caregivers play a significant role. How adults handle their own anger teaches teens how to handle theirs. But why do teens do this? Why not confront the source? The answer is a protective but flawed coping mechanism. For a teen, expressing anger at a teacher or parent can feel too risky, so they redirect it to a safer target, someone who won't retaliate in the same way. This redirection offers a brief moment of relief, a feeling of control, but it's a false sense of security that solves nothing. After lashing out at an undeserving person, teens often feel intense guilt and shame, which damages their self-esteem. Over time, this behavior erodes trust with friends and family. Loved ones become targets, leading to isolation. Most of all, the root cause, the stress at school, the conflict with a peer, is never addressed. The pressure continues to build. Let's observe what this looks like in daily life. Here are some common examples of this pattern in action. A teen fails a test. Angry at the teacher but feeling powerless, they come home and start a fight with their sibling over the TV remote. A teen feels excluded by friends but fears confrontation. They internalize the anger, thinking it's my fault, leading to withdrawal. In both cases, the reaction seems completely disconnected from the actual trigger. That disconnect is the key sign. A single incident might seem minor, but what happens when this coping mechanism becomes a chronic, untreated pattern? When left unaddressed, the pattern escalates. It leads to a cascade of serious, long-term problems for the adolescent, especially when anger turns inward. It can fuel anxiety, depression, and in the most severe cases, lead to self-harm. The consequences ripple outward. Grades drop, friendships fall apart, and some may turn to substance use to numb the feelings. This isn't a phase a teen will simply grow out of. Intervention is needed to break the cycle before it gets worse. And all this time, the original source of the stress and anger remains. The internal pressure cooker is still on. We've seen the causes, the mechanism, and the severe consequences. The path forward involves building new skills. Remember how displacement felt like a safer option. The goal of treatment is to give teens genuinely safe and effective tools. Therapies like CBT help teens challenge thoughts behind their anger. DBT teaches practical skills for managing intense emotions. It's a combination of individual counseling, family involvement, and a supportive environment where programs make a difference. This is why Mission Prep has announced new treatment options for teens struggling with these issues. Mission Prep provides residential care for healing, integrating individual and family therapy with methods like CBT, DBT, and EMDR. Recognizing school stress is a major trigger, they provide full academic support so teens don't fall behind while they heal. Displaced anger is a sign of distress, not a character flaw. There is a path to healing. If you see these signs, reach out.